This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Taking a look at the future of healthcare in the Hazleton area, that story and more next. Welcome one and all, and thank you for watching us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. I'm Ken Kara, and to stream us on your TV with Apple TV or Google Chromecast, you will need the free Samsung Productions app. Off to our headlines now from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. 2 toddlers were rescued from a third-floor window after fire broke out this morning in Hazleton. A woman and the 2 children were hanging out of the upstairs window when crews arrived at 198 South Pine Street just before 8 a.m. Firefighters immediately put up ladders and rescued the toddlers. They also forced open the front door, extinguished a fire on the stove, and brought the woman through the home to safety. Several people were injured following a 4-car crash last night in Hazleton. It happened just after 10:30 p.m. at Diamond Avenue and Church Street. According to Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale, a GMC truck driven by 18-year-old Jordan Ivanko was traveling south on Church Street and allegedly attempted to drive between traffic in the 2 southbound lanes. The truck struck the back of a Honda Odyssey, then struck a Honda CR-V. The truck then pushed the Odyssey into a 4th vehicle. The truck came to rest in the intersection. Ivanko fled on foot. The occupants of the Odyssey had to be extricated by the Hazleton Fire Department. They, along with the driver of the 3rd vehicle and a passenger in the truck, were taken to the hospital. Ivanko was taken into custody and transported to the hospital to submit to a blood test. Officers located 2 bags of white powdered substance inside the vehicle and drug paraphernalia. A major renovation project is underway at Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton. Our Lisa Sugart sat down with the president of the local hospital, John Fletcher.
So the renovation process has begun.
It has. It's been a long planning process. We've actually been planning this for well over a year. It's going to include the expansion of our emergency department. We're almost going to double the size of the current emergency department. It's going to include a brand new lobby area. You're going to pull up to the hospital, and it's going to look like a new hospital. We are renovating each patient room. All of the floors will be renovated. We are moving to all private rooms. As you know, it's been a concern of ours for a long time about the semi-private rooms. We think it's important to have the privacy and to move to private rooms. And so, although the renovations will allow us to have semi-private rooms during peak periods, a majority of the time, if not 90% plus, we'll be able to have our patients in private rooms. And so a little bit, you're going to walk into the main entrance, you're going to see a beautiful, beautiful lobby. You're going to walk into the emergency department with the new waiting area. You're going to see behind the doors, behind the waiting area, an emergency department that's doubled in size. We're going to add much needed behavioral health beds in our emergency department. We're going to have a fast track or for lower acuity patients to be seen. We're adding a new equipment, new CT scanner right in the emergency department. Wow. Jump on the elevator, head to the floor. As soon as you get off the elevator, it's not going to look at all what it looks like today. All new furnishings, the new flooring, the walls will be updated, will be painted. New nurses station, the walk into a patient room, private patient room. We're renovating the entire facility. We started with the 3rd floor just a couple of weeks ago, and I was up this morning to take a look at our progress, and it's amazing what they're able to do in such a short period of time. It doesn't look like a nursing floor. It doesn't look like a patient floor. All the floors are ripped up. The rooms are completely stripped, and right now they're just doing the wiring. So it's an exciting time, and so we're excited about it. Some inconvenience, especially initially when we're pulling the floors up. It created a little bit of noise that we have to make sure that we're controlling, and because we're still taking care of patients. It's a very tricky project.
I would think so.
We are trying to make sure that we continue to take care of our patients at the same time remodel. So the planning process is amazing.
This is only the first stage. We don't have time to get into all the details. You're looking at renovations at other locations as well.
Yes, so and we are in the planning phases. This is not where a start, finish, start, finish. So we are in the process of expansion of the Health and Wellness Center, and we're finalizing the plans to get those projects out to bid. We're also looking at our Center City expansion and getting those plans finalized. And the fourth phase of the plan is physician recruitment, which provider recruitment, that's physicians as well as nurse practitioners and physician assistants. And we've added a number of new physicians. We're interviewing physicians almost weekly to make sure that we have primary care and the specialists needed. We are expanding our services at the end of this month. And so working with our network from Allentown, we're going to be bringing physicians from the Allentown area to Hazleton at the end of May to see our patients here instead of traveling and leaving for rheumatology, pulmonology, urology, a number, infectious disease, a number of key areas that are either services that we need more of in Hazleton or services we currently don't offer here. And so that's critical. And I think being part of a network, that's the advantage that we have. We are bringing recruiting resources here for full-time, but also some of those areas where we need maybe not a full-time physician, but instead of having members from our community travel outside the area, we'll have the ability to take care of them right here.
John Fletcher will talk about the renovations on a new Sam Lassant show. It airs tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. and Friday at 1 p.m. or watch anytime with our free Samsung Productions app or at SSPTV.com. Luzerne County residents will pay a $5 vehicle registration fee. County Council approved the fee last night by a vote of 7-4. The new fee is expected to raise $1.4 million for bridge and road repair. It will be collected by PennDOT as part of the vehicle registration process. A reminder that our SSP TV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. You can watch a rebroadcast of SSP TV News tonight at 8 p.m. on both channels, Channel 13 and HD 513. Later on SSP TV News, I talk local track and field with Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker, and we'll hear from some local athletes as well. Up next, we take a look at optical devices used for hunting with Wild About Hunting host and producer Dennis Gantz. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Dennis, I'm over here.
Oh, there you are.
Dennis Gantz, our good friend, the producer and host of Wild About Hunting, obviously here to talk about binoculars and other types of optic devices that are used in hunting. Turkey season in full swing, and it goes till?
Goes till May 31st here in Pennsylvania.
Alrighty. And you can utilize this type of gear for turkeys and for other, I guess, types of hunting as well.
Yeah, a lot of people may not necessarily consider a good pair of binoculars or maybe even a rangefinder for that matter when it comes to turkey season, because we do a lot of what we call running and gunning. We're constantly on the move. We're looking for a bird to sound off and gobble, so we may not think about optics because it's maybe more weight that we might have to carry around, but today's optics are relatively light. They don't really weigh much, and there's lots of cool things that you can wear, such as this binocular harness right here that keeps them tight against your body, and they're right there when you need to look. So there's lots of benefits of having optics.
So now, do you use this often?
Oh, all the time. Whenever I go hunting, whether it's turkey hunting, whether it's deer hunting, something like that, I always take optics because I'm always wanting to see where what's out in front of me before I go. Especially when you're hunting for turkey, if you're going to be in the area of maybe some big open fields and you're coming out of that thick brush, you want to glass that area because there could be birds out there sunning themselves and you don't want to spook them, so it might give you a little bit of a heads up. It also helps you to look and see if there's any hunters in the area, so you maybe don't screw up their hunt or things like that. So optics are really, really good. I mean, I use Vortex optics. There's so many different brands out there. This is a 10x42, so it allows me to see a long way. They're really clear, they're lightweight, and they work really well.
Now, I would think these are excellent teaching tools as well if you're taking a young person out to learn how to hunt.
Oh, absolutely. The kids love to look through stuff like this, and when they have something that allows them to see really, really far, because they may not be able to pick out an object maybe like you do because they're not sure what to look for. So if you give them a pair of binoculars, they'll use them. And then a rangefinder is also a cool thing because, you know, a lot of people hunt deer, turkey today with crossbows and archery equipment. So you still need to be able to range that distance. Let the kids use it. Let the kids play with it. Let them. They like to point it. It's a laser rangefinder. Have a button on top. All they got to do is press the button, look through the little eyepiece, and it'll bring up a digital display of how far it is. And that's a good little toy. Keep them occupied.
All right, so don't miss the team from Wild Bout Hunting. Always seen right here with a new episode Mondays at 7:30, and then rebroadcast throughout the rest of the week. Thanks, you guys. Stay safe out there in the hunting woods.
Thank you.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Nice shot of the sky in downtown Hazleton this afternoon. Let's see what's going on for the rest of the work week now with our weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight looks partly cloudy. Our low will be 51 degrees. On Thursday, 60% chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm between noon and 4 p.m. We'll have a high of 72 degrees. At night, showers are likely. We'll get down to 48 degrees, 60% chance of precipitation. Friday is mostly sunny with a high near 63 degrees. At night, slight chance of showers. 20% chance, mostly cloudy, low of 49 degrees. Saturday, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, highs in the mid-70s. At night, a 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 58 degrees. And then on Sunday, 40% chance of showers, partly sunny, high of 71. At night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 54 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. For daily hours, call 570-455-5362. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Attention football players, it's time once again to go to football camp with Lamont White at the Hazleton YWCA. I'm being joined now by Lamont White and by John Washington of the YWCA. And Lamont, I want to start with you. Tell everybody, why should they come out to this camp this weekend?
Well, you should come out to the football camp to get your football skills, conditioning, because this is a time of year to get yourself in shape and be ready for summer programs when they start up in August. I think they start up in here. Work on different parts of your game, work on your footwork, just jumping ability, going sideline to sideline, working on different parts of your game. This is the time of year to get started.
And these camps aren't new to the Hazleton area. You've been doing them now for a while. What is it that you change up each time that you come here so the camps aren't redundant? Every time that the kids come to one of your camps, they're learning something different.
Well, the conditioning always stays because you need to keep yourself in condition. But what Major brings to the game, like when he comes up here, he do all offense. You know what I'm saying? I do defense part of the year. And then we work on doing. We got some kids that want to try field goal kicking and stuff like that. So sometimes we mix it up all different times, keep everything. We never do anything the same. We always mix it up.
And I know that Ken Kara recently just went on out of left field and showed everyone what it was like when he went to camp. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. But how do you think he did? Was Kenny an all-star when he went to your camp?
Kenny did pretty good. He caught the passes that Major threw. A little route running was a little off, but he was picking everything up pretty good. He did pretty good. We both was impressed.
All right, Kenny, good job, buddy. That's something there. Now, John, I'm going to come over to you now. John, what's it like to the YWCA to have a guy like Lamont and have a guy like Major Harris come in and do these camps for the Y?
To be honest, it's amazing because Lamont and both Major, they bring so much to the table, along with they surprise us every time they walk through the door. It's always someone new. It's always something new. They bring in, like I said, a lot of sponsors and things like that to the Y, and we were truly appreciated for them.
And John, let's just say that there's somebody that thinks it's a great idea. They want to come to the, or I'm sorry, that they can't make it to the camp, but they like the Y. There's some, you guys do a lot of good things. Tell me, what are some other things going on at the Y right now that if maybe they can't make it to this camp, that maybe they want to come and try something else out at the Y?
Well, like I said, we have various other things going on. We have our lifeguarding course that's coming up shortly. We have our lifeguard recertification course, as well as we have a home pool safety course coming up. And like I said, we're always mixing up. We're always doing something new. So feel free to tune in, like I said, with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like I said, and we have everything posted there, everything that's coming up at the Y.
And Lamont, I just want to end with you real quick here. You're a big fan of the Y. What is it about the Y that you appreciate so much?
Well, I mean, the camaraderie you get at the Y, and especially I teach classes there. And, it's some good exercise classes besides my class. You got Maria, she teaches a good class. And you meet a lot of different people, especially in the ethnic group up here. A lot of different people come to the Y. And it's a good program at the Y.
All right, definitely. And if anyone would like to attend the camp is on Saturday, May 12th from 11 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. And if you cannot make it to the camp and there's maybe some other activities that you'd like to attend, get in touch with John here and head down to the Hazleton YWCA.
Thanks, John. I will not be an instructor at the camp coming up this weekend, but I will be teaching the art of dropping a football and out of left field. Watch it right now on SSPTV. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers. When we get back, we're talking about the end of track and field season as districts are coming up, states is coming up. We'll talk all about it with Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Let's jump into another Dave Day with Standard Speaker Sports editor Dave Seaman. And Dave, huge win for the Hazleton area boys track and field team as they beat Dallas. They're getting hot right at the end of the season, heading into districts meets, hopefully states for some of the athletes. Michael Bradley won the 100 and 400. Ryan Steiner took the 800, and Joe Grula won the long and triple jumps and the javelin. Did not win the high jump though, Dave. That went to one of his teammates on the basketball team.
Yeah, Jeff Panutas came out for the team. He was a standout on the junior high level. Decided against competing in track and field once he got to high school to focus on basketball. And he came out for the team, and lo and behold, Jeff wins the high jump in his first meet.
Well, Dave, if Pittston area falters against Tunkhannock, they'll get a tie atop Wyoming Valley Conference Division I, but Pittston area did beat Hazleton head-to-head earlier this year. Schuylkill League track and field, day number 1 of competition. Shenandoah Valley's Luis Velasquez wins the 3,200-meter run. The Tamaqua area boys win the 4x8 relay, and Sarah Wagner took the long jump title for North Schuylkill. Dave, we're going to hear from some athletes right now. Monoy area's Willie Streisel wants to get his 3,200 time under 10 minutes and get to states. He talks about his head coach Dave Holmes. Then we'll hear from Hazleton area's Ryan Steiner talking about his win earlier this year over Mitch Forgash of Wyoming Valley West, top seed in the District 2 in the 400 and 800, according to our John Eric Poli, who conducted a lot of these interviews.
I feel like for the 32, I'm going to run low 10 and break 10. Mr. Holmes, great coach, he's been helping me achieve all my goals. And I don't know what I would do without him. All my coaches, but Mr. Holmes, he's been taking us to all these races. For my senior pictures, I got a whole row of all the races he's ever taken me to. And there's at least almost 200 to 300.
What do you mean a whole row?
Bibs. You know, how you wear for a 5K and stuff. So he's been taking me a bunch of those, and I've been running. I don't know where I'd be without Mr. Holmes.
That was actually a very exciting race. I'll give him credit. He was tired after running a 49 400, which is insane. But I could beat him right at the finish line, kind of with a dive almost. But it was really something nice to beat him to show that I have potential for this year.
Dave, the Lady Cougars, they fell to Dallas yesterday, but they have a number of athletes who could be competitive as they head to districts and states coming up. And Dave, against Dallas, Jillian Bookman PR'd in the 100. She also won the 200, and Paige Bonin won the javelin. Paige Bonin we're going to hear from now. She'll talk about this season and her recovery from an injury. And Bookman will talk about one big event for the Lady Cougars.
So far, so good. I have a lot of hard work to do, a lot of pushing, I guess. You know, rehabbing back to my old form.
Rehabbing, do you have an injury or what happened?
Yes, last year I tore my ACL. I had to get surgery in June. It was really rough, but yeah, slowly making my way back.
So wait, last year, did you make states on a torn ACL?
Yep, that's right.
So do you think this year, now that you're healthy, you should be out there even further than you were last year?
I plan. I hope so.
And our 4x4, we're going for our record here, actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So obviously, what are you guys trying to do with the 4x4 then to break that record?
We're working on our handoffs. We're going to get a faster start on each leg, and hopefully that will get some seconds off.
And Dave, for Bonin, you go back to last year and just what she was able to accomplish. I mean, I remember telling the story last year, but you hear it again, it's just as incredible, and she's had a great year following that up.
Yeah, anybody who's followed the javelin knows that how much strain is put on your knees, like, you know, the run up and everything to imagine what she accomplished last year with a torn ACL, and to go into the district meet to qualify for states and to compete in states against the best the state has to offer. That's outstanding feat on her part, and she was with a great teammate too, and Kayla Merkel through the years too. So she had somebody pushing her, and this year she has a chance to do it on her own to earn a medal at states, and what a way to go out. I mean, but to accomplish what she's accomplished last year and then come back this year, stronger than ever. I noticed she's not even wearing a knee brace this year, and put some big throws out there. That's again, more power to her.
And Dave, a big game this evening for the Hazleton Area Cougar baseball team, tied in the loss column, matching Crestwood right now in Wyoming Valley West. They'll play the Spartans at home, and you'll be at that game.
The Cougars have played very well lately. They've gotten solid pitching. A lot of youngsters have stepped up in their lineup, playing 4 and 5 sophomores at a time. Sometimes this season, like I said, the pitching's been outstanding. Getting timely hitting from the likes of Chris Heim and Gabe Collier and Gavin McGowan. Devin Reed, in right field, had an outstanding bat for them this year. And maybe they're peaking at the right time too. And that's again, you want to be playing your best baseball as you're getting into the middle of May, because obviously that's when districts start, and you get hot in districts. Who knows? You win a district championship, you get in a state tournament, and you get in a state tournament again. Who knows? You get a couple of great pitching performances, and sky's the limit.
And you can read Dave's article all about the Cougar baseball game tomorrow in the Standard Speaker. It's also day number 2 of the Schuylkill League Track and Field Championship. Standard Speaker will have coverage of that as well.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Nuremberg Community Players present Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Showtimes are May 11th and 12th at 7 p.m. and on May 13th at 3 p.m. For tickets, you can call the toll-free number, which is listed on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these who recently departed. Agnes M. Brogan of Freeland, who lived to be 102 years old. Mass is Friday at 9:30 a.m. at Immaculate Conception Parish at St. Anne's Church in Freeland. Friends may call Friday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. at the church. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland is in charge of the arrangements. Angelo A. Greco of Doylestown. Mass is Friday at 11 a.m. at Most Precious Blood Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Friday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the Fiero Funeral Home in Hazleton. John Verkuski of West Hazleton. Mass is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. at St. John Byzantine Catholic Church. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the church. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home in West Hazleton is assisting the family. Margaret Wills Rudenko of Beaver Meadows. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly. Friends may call Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the funeral home. And Patricia Yannick of Weatherly, who passed away on January 16th. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. at Our Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church in Weatherly. The Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly is in charge of the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Ed Markowski of Monoy City. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
We've made Thursday the best day of the week with our Volunteer of the Week segment and Frankie's Pizza giveaway. I will see you then. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.